In my experience in working with clients who are looking to make dietary and lifestyle changes, I see how difficult it can be to not only establish those new changes, but to also maintain them. So that's why I wanted to share with you 4 tips that I think make the difference in your success in maintaining those new, healthier habits. So let's dive in. The first tip would be to get very clear on what you are about to implement and why. And when I say your why, I mean what is the thing deep down, the really emotional trigger that makes you want to do this? Do you want to eat better so that you can bring down your blood pressure, so that you can live a longer, healthier life to be with your family? Like, keep going until you get to the real why and the real meat of why you want to make the change. This is important because as you're going through these changes and trying to maintain and keep up with them, the motivation may not always be there. But if you can go back to that why and why you started, that is going to help you stick with it, especially when things get difficult. The second tip would be to, of course, make a plan. And when I say make a plan, I mean from, when are you going to do this activity? So say it's meal prepping because you need to eat out less. So when are you going to do it? What are you going to cook? What types of ingredients do you need to get? When are you going to get them? You need to schedule this all into your calendar, because I promise you otherwise it will not happen. It may happen for the first week or so, but eventually when life gets hectic, we fall back into our old routines. So having a very structured plan, I'm telling you, makes a world of difference. The third tip I would recommend is to make sure that you understand how what you're implementing actually is working. How is the new habit that you're implementing going to actually make a difference in your life? So say, for example, you are really stressed out and you're trying to now implement something like breath work into your daily routine because you heard that that was a good idea. But if you don't understand how breath work is affecting you, then you are less likely to stick with it. So for example, when you're doing breath work actually can help to activate the vagus nerve. Now, as I've described in some of my previous videos, the vagus nerve can actually act on the sympathetic nervous system, acting as a bit of a brake. This will then help to push us into a parasympathetic mode where we start to relax, we're able to rest and digest, and we're able to bring our stress levels down. So you can see there, now we've made the connection between breath work and being less stressed and activating our parasympathetic nervous system. When we intellectually understand the connection, it's going to make us more likely to repeat these activities and to implement them into our normal routine. So understanding how the new habit works is a crucial step that I often see completely disregarded and skipped over. And the fourth step I would recommend is to have some support and accountability. Having that extra measure of accountability, say, for example, working with a coach, knowing that this person is going to check in on you, knowing that they're going to ask, well, why did it not work? What happened? Where did you fall off? Those sorts of things is really going to give you just that extra layer and that extra little push, especially as you're just starting to implement these new habits. Sometimes as we're establishing the new habits, we don't yet have the discipline, and sometimes motivation is just not enough. So having not only that extra layer of accountability, but also support is going to be very helpful. Sometimes we often get stuck. You may have a question, you may not know how to troubleshoot. So having someone like a coach or a friend or family who can help you work through that can be really helpful. So these are 4 steps I've seen in working with clients and seeing, what makes somebody successful in their lifestyle changes versus someone who is not successful or not able to maintain them. And these are things that I do inside of my coaching program. So if you have been struggling to maintain or even establish those healthy habits, you get stuck, you fall off the wagon, you get back on again, and you just feel like you need some help, then you can go ahead and click the link below. You can learn more about my online coaching program, and you can learn how to work with me and what we do inside of this program. It's not just a course, it's also coaching along with making some recommendations for your dietary and lifestyle changes so that you can feel refreshed, you can feel healthy, you can feel your optimal wellness so that you can get on with living your busy life and doing your goals. So if you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments below. If you've learned something in this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps other people find the channel. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can know when I post a new video next week. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.